Welcome back. Today we're really getting into the weeds on one specific piece of gear.
That's right. We're looking at the Kramer Dolev-6 studio speaker.
And our mission really is to stitch together the different threads, the tech specs, the price, who's selling it.
Specifically, HDTV Supply. We want to understand what makes this thing tick.
Yeah, and the sources we've got label it studio grade. They talk about superior clarity for, high-end uses needing really precise sound.
It's that precise, accurate, and detailed claim we need to investigate. Is it just marketing, or is there substance there for you?
Okay, let's start with the hardware itself. Core design, two-way bass reflex, and importantly, bi-amplified.
Right, the bi-amplification, that's pretty significant. It means you've got separate amplifiers powering the woofer and the tweeter.
And the woofer here is a 6.5-inch fiberglass cone. The tweeter's a 1-inch soft silk dome.
Exactly. And having dedicated power for each means, well, cleaner separation between highs and lows, less chance of the signals muddying each other up. That really helps reduce intermodulation distortion.
Okay, cleaner sound, I get that, but looking at the power, it says 75 watts RMS total.
Yeah. What are you thinking?
Well, 75 watts. For serious professional work, doesn't that seem a bit modest? Maybe more for a project studio or high-end home setup?
Okay, I see where you're coming from. But I think it's less about raw volume and more about accuracy at reasonable listening levels. It's tuned for precision.
Precision backed up by the frequency range, 47 hertz to 20 kilohertz.
Yes, but the really critical part is the tolerance, plus or minus 3 dB. That's quite tight.
Okay, so 3 dB. Why?
Yeah.
Why should you care about that specific number? What does that actually mean in practice?
Well, it means the speaker's output is very consistent across that whole frequency range. It's not artificially boosting the bass or making the highs extra sparkly,
Like some consumer speakers might.
Exactly, they hype the sound. A monitor like this aims for flat, honest reproduction. That 3 dB tells you it's doing a pretty good job of staying true to the source signal. Essential if you're mixing or mastering, right? You need reliability.
Speaking of reliability, the inputs look professional enough. Balanced XLR, balanced quarter-inch TRS.
And an unbalanced RCA, too, for flexibility.
Yeah, covers most bases.
And don't overlook the practical stuff. Magnetic shielding, less common now, but still useful if you have older gear around.
Right, and the high-frequency gain control. 4 positions.
Yeah, that's super useful. Rooms sound different, That lets you tweak the high-end response to match your space, maybe tame some harshness or compensate if they're near a wall. It's about adapting it to the real world.
Okay, so the tech seems solid. Designed for accuracy. Let's shift gears. What about actually buying it? The money side.
Right. So the listed price we found is $348.
Which is down from an MSRP of $435.
Correct. And there's also a code mentioned 10% off for an immediate extra discount.
$348 from $435 plus another 10%.
That's a decent drop. Is there any hint this might be like an end-of-line thing, a closeout?
Doesn't seem like it from the sources. It's presented more as a current deal, but what really jumps out is the vendor's offer, HDTV Supply. What are they adding?
Free shipping, which is nice, but also free lifetime technical support.
Lifetime? Seriously, tech support for life.
Yep. Phone, chat, text, fax, email, the works, plus a standard 1-year warranty on the hardware itself.
Wow. Okay, lifetime support.
Yeah.
That implies a lot of confidence in the product lasting. How credible is the vendor, HDTV Supply, making that kind of promise?
Well, they seem pretty established. They've apparently been certified since way back in March 2003.
Okay, so over 2 decades.
And they claim 24 years in business overall. Plus, there's external validation rated as an exceptional top-quality store by Google Shopping.
And specifically cited for?
Great support and fast delivery. So that external reputation kind of backs up their ability, or at least their claim, to offer that level of long-term support.
All right, so let's try and tie this all together for you listening. You've got the technical picture. Bi-amplified design for clarity, specific drivers, that important 3 dB frequency response for accuracy, versatile inputs.
And you've also got the buying context. A pretty sharp price point right now with potential extra savings from a vendor that seems reputable, has been around a while, and makes this really bold lifetime support promise.
Yeah, so combining the specs with the transaction details gives a fuller picture.
And that leads to, I think, an interesting final thought. The sources keep hammering this studio-grade clarity angle, professional use, demanding environments.
Right, where you can't afford gear failing.
Exactly. So when you pair that high-demand application context with this incredibly generous lifetime support offer from the vendor, What does that level of confidence actually signal?
You mean about how durable the Dolev-6 is expected to be?
Precisely. Could that lifetime support promise actually be the strongest, maybe unspoken indicator of just how well built and reliable this speaker is expected to be in those demanding real world professional setups over the long haul? Something to think about.